I'm live, but just for like 45 minutes, maybe less. But man. No, I said but. I mean not BUTT. BUT. That's what I meant. BUT. And I'm not sure who's gonna be here anyway. I've been on. Hold on. Let me check. Let me check what this sounds like. Hold on. All right. Hey, Eder, how are you? I was just checking my audio. Sounds pretty good. I bought some new headphones. Um, I'm just gonna get right to it, honestly, because there's a lot happening. Well, not a lot with the Kylie Rodni thing. I have a couple questions about it. I was on a few panels the last few days. I haven't been live, but the Kylie Rodni case has been very interesting. Just got the notification. We hear awesome, awesome. Um, if you want to share it with our friends on WhatsApp, go for it. But I might not, just because I don't have WhatsApp on my computer. I don't know. It gets complicated for me, but okay. So I was on Twitter. Here we go. I was on Zav Girl's panel. She's so cool to hang out with and very nice to have me there. I was looking up Prosser Family Campground. This is my Twitter. Um, I was looking at just like the road to get there. Oh, wow, let's see if we can see it. It was like a video. Someone was driving there. Imagine being last seen here. Imagine. I don't know. Imagine being last seen here. That's where this party was, like around there or over here. I don't know, in the woods. But this is it's a family campground. Several people around. Yeah. Um. Well, anyway, I was listening to a live. Here we go. I was listening to this, and another. What do you think? Do you think I was listening to this live, and it sounds like, did she even come back from Reno? This is where they're talking about her, the boyfriend and the best friend.
The day of the party, I hung out with her. We made creme brulee.
The day of the party, they hung out together and made creme brulees. Babe, Kylie's Kate Kuno, they were together the day of the party, like hours obviously before, but right before that, they were making creme brulees. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's a common thing. I don't know. People get together and make pies, right? But it's just such a drastic setting from making creme brulees to going to a party and getting fucked up. I mean, double lives, right? Maybe they were making creme brulees, so the mom or someone's moms were, oh, they're such good girls and they're so sweet, you know. And then they're like completely different people at night. I don't know. Anyway, that wasn't the point of that. Let's see. Party food. Yeah, some people were saying that it was like weed. Creme brulee is a code word for some sort of weed strand. I would have no idea. No idea. But okay, so tell me what you think, Utter. Did she even come back from Reno? Nevada? Reno, Nevada is just down the road. It's like 35 minutes.
She was, I mean, everything was normal.
Hours before she was what? Listen.
Just hours before she disappeared.
She was, I mean, everything was normal.
Hold
I
on.
hung out with her. We made creme brulee. She was, I mean, everything was normal. I don't think she ran later. I mean, I would have noticed if something was slightly off.
While law enforcement, including the FBI, continue their search in and around the Prosser campground and reservoir, Jagger, Kate, and another friend went to Reno.
Who's the other friend? Jagger, which is the guy that you saw here, and Kate was the girl that you saw, and another friend. Who is that? I mean, I guess they don't have to disclose who it is. They can remain anonymous. It's TV, whatever. But who was it?
To search for themselves for Keily. Only Fox 40 News was invited to go along. Kate says they were in Reno the day before the party.
Kate says they were in Reno the day before the party, okay?
And Reno is a place Jagger and Keily could go for some
And Reno was a place where Jagger and Kylie could go
alone time.
for some alone time. Okay, right? Jagger. So you think Jagger and Kylie were there or just Jagger?
Invited to go along, search for themselves for Kylie. Only Fox 40 News was invited.
Oh, and it sounds like they went to Reno to search for her? I don't know. Let me listen to it again.
The Prosser campground and reservoir, Jagger, Kate, and another friend went to Reno to search for themselves.
Why would they go to Reno to search for themselves? Like, listen to it again. Listen to it again.
I mean, I would have noticed if something was slightly off.
While law enforcement, including the FBI, continue their search in and around the Prosser campground and reservoir, Jagger, Kate, and another friend went to Reno to search for themselves for Kylie. Only Fox 40 News was invited to go.
So, why did they go to Reno? Why would they go to Reno? After she went missing, why would they go to Reno? You know what I mean? Listen to it again.
Delay. She was, I mean, everything was normal. I don't think she ran later. I mean, I would have noticed if something was slightly off.
While law enforcement, including the FBI, continue their search in and around the Prosser campground and reservoir, Jagger, Kate, and another friend went to Reno.
So they went to Reno while law enforcement and everyone else was at the campsite searching for Kylie. Process that. Is it okay if I keep playing it a lot? And I know it's just you, Suzanne. I mean, Utter here, but I don't know. Do you think she thought she may have run away from home? Oh yeah, to go to Reno at that place. But okay, it's just okay. It's because I don't understand. Because look what they say after.
Later. I mean, I would have noticed if something was slightly off.
While law enforcement, including the FBI, continue their search in and around the Prosser campground and reservoir, Jagger, Kate, and another friend went to Reno to search for themselves for Kylie. Only Fox 40 News was invited to go along. Kate says they were in Reno the day before the party, and Reno is a place Jagger and Kylie could go for some alone time. We followed them to a location in the hills where Jagger and Kylie spent some time in the past.
I definitely feel like that in this current situation that she's safe.
So after hearing that, oh, did you guys hear it? Oh, can you guys see what I'm sharing? Okay, you can. It sounds like they were in Reno the day before, right? Who was in Reno the day before? Jagger, that guy, and the girl standing next to him, and Kylie? Or who? Why would they go back to Reno? Do you get what I'm saying? Sounds like he knows more than he's letting on. Right. But why drive back to. I don't understand. They came back from Reno. He stayed in Reno, right?
I don't know where she is. We don't have anything to go off of at this point, but I fully believe that she's alive and well.
It's like I have no inclination of where she's at. No inclination. I hope she's safe. I just don't understand this Reno situation.
And I fully believe that the two of us, three of us, or other people are going to bring her home safe.
Suzanne, who was in Reno? Who was in Reno?
Jagger and Kylie could go for some was invited to go along. Kate says they were in Reno the day before the party.
So Kate was in Reno. Kate says they were in Reno the day before the party. So Kate and Jagger were in Reno the date before the party? Or Kate, Jagger, and Kylie were in Reno the day before the party? Jagger is Kylie's ex-boyfriend. So why would Kylie go to Reno to be in a spot with her ex-boyfriend? They're not dating anymore. They're not dating anymore. Remember, Jagger cleared this up. He said, I just want to let you guys know that I am not her boyfriend. We are ex-boyfriend and girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? So, again, listen to what it says exactly, Suzanne.
And Reservoir, Jagger, Kate, and another friend went to Reno to search for themselves for Kylie. Only Fox 40 News was invited to go along. Kate says they were in Reno the day before the party, and Reno is a place Jagger and Kylie could go for some alone time. We followed them to a location in the.
Okay, because you have to understand, we have a few more people here, and welcome. But listen, Jagger says that he drove to Truckee to help find Kylie, right? But in this interview, he says, or the interview lady says, uh, him, Jagger, Kate Kuno, which is the girl. Yeah, welcome back, girl people. I love him. Okay, this guy, hold on, where is he? Jagger, who has clarified that he's the ex-boyfriend, and Kate Kuno, they're together in this interview, by the way, which is also something to notice, take note of. They both went to Reno to look for Kylie. Why would you go to Reno to look for Kylie? Then they said, then the interviewer says that they were there the day before the party. Who is they? Was it Kate and Kylie? Kate and Kylie were in Reno the day before. Where was Jagger? Maybe it was some sort of love triangle. I mean, I don't know, but listen.
He says he complained about his day and she listened.
At 10:30 she responded to what I was saying and just said, "Oh, I'm sorry that you're going through that," and that was the last time I heard from her.
Kylie's close friend Kate Kuno says they spent the afternoon together on Friday, just hours before she disappeared.
The day of the party, I hung out with her. We made creme brulee. She was, I mean, everything was normal. I don't think she ran later. I would have noticed if something was slightly off.
While law enforcement, including the FBI, continue their search in and around the Prosser campground and reservoir, Jagger, Kate, and another friend went to Reno to search for themselves for Kylie. Only Fox 40 News was.
So basically, Kate Kuno and Jagger went to Reno to search for Kylie. Why? Why would you go to Reno to search for Kylie? Kylie only went to Reno with Jagger so they could hang out in their special place. Does that make sense? Why? Why do you think Kylie? Okay, so basically, this place in Reno is just, I'm gonna say it, uh, a party time for her and Jagger. Kylie and Jagger hung out in Reno.
Invited to go along. Kate says they were in Reno the day before the party, and Reno is a place Jagger and Kylie could go for some alone time.
Jagger says that Reno is a place. Listen, Jagger says that Reno is a place where Kylie and him can go together for some alone time in some little hill area for some alone time. You know what alone time means? You know they're not studying for their chemistry test. You know what they're doing up there. But the day, so but him and but then later he says, "Oh, I wasn't her boyfriend. I'm her ex-boyfriend." It's like, so, but then why do you go to Reno to search for her in that secluded area if you guys aren't dating anymore? Do you think she's just going to go there by herself? To me, it sounds like this place in Reno is Jagger's alone time with whatever girl he wants. Whatever this Reno place is, that's where he takes all his girls, like not her pimp, but just, to take, be romantic. It's a 35-minute drive from Truckee to Reno. Hey, let's get in the car, let's drive out, and then, like, let me show you the city. Let me show you the city. This is a really cool little place where I come and hang out. You know what he's doing. I mean, hey, he's a young guy. I get it. I get it. So he was done, and I'm sure he took Kylie there to have some alone time. I mean, come on, listen.
News was invited to go along. Kate says they were in Reno the day before the party.
Kate says they were in Reno the day before the party. I think she's talking about herself and Jagger. She's saying, I think she means Jagger. Yes, like Lovers Hill. Her and Jagger were in that little hill the day before the party. I mean, look at them. They're doing the interview together to find Kylie. They like each other. I mean, kids change boyfriend and girlfriend like they change their socks. I see it. I'm a teacher at a high school. You have like a group of friends, and then one will date the other one, and then 2 days later, then the other ones are dating the other ones, and then they're not friends anymore. It's just a mess. It's a mess. Think about it.
Around the Prosser campground and reservoir.
Kate is this young lady right now that you're going to see with Jagger, who's saying that she was making creme brulees with Kylie just right before the party. But here she is doing an interview with Jagger and saying she was just in Reno the day before with Jagger in this basically Lovers Hill situation.
Jagger, Kate, and another friend went to Reno to search for themselves for Kylie. Only Fox 40 News was invited to go along. Kate says they were in Reno the day before the party, and Reno is a place Jagger and Kylie could go for some alone time. We followed them to a location in the hills where Jagger and Kylie spent some time in the past.
I definitely feel like that in this current situation that she's safe. I don't know where she is. We don't have anything to go off of at this point, but I fully believe that she's alive and well, and I fully believe that.
So, did you hear that? Does it make sense what I'm saying? So, Kate was in Reno the day before with Jagger of the party. And so, Kate is Kylie's like super close friend. I'm sorry, but girl relationships don't work like that. They don't. Girls have a code too. I know guys have a code, but girls have a girl code too. So if you're over here with my ex-boyfriend in Reno the day before, like in whenever, if you're with him and especially in our spot, I'm gonna be upset. You're not my friend. Or no, I'm gonna unplug because I want Daniel to hear it. All right, so check it out. Can you see the screen? Okay, so here the reporter calls him her boyfriend. But then later he's like, no, I wasn't. I'm the ex-boyfriend. Okay. So
Kylie's boyfriend, Jagger Westfall, has heard from her. He says they exchanged text messages before she left for a senior farewell party at the Prosser family campground, the last place anyone so far has reported seeing her.
And so I was just like, okay, be safe. Don't do anything stupid.
He says he complained about his day
that's Kate Kuno. She was the one that was making creme brulee. Look how they're together in the interview. Come on. Okay. And right now they're in Reno together. Okay.
She listened.
At 10:30.
Huh?
So the guy's from Reno.
I don't know where he's from.
Sounds like it looks like both of them are from Reno.
Why do you mean looks like they are?
Because they're doing the interview in Reno.
No, they went there to go look for Kylie. And they invited Fox News to go with them.
Oh.
They're not from Reno. Yes, they did. Well, I haven't confirmed that. I haven't looked that up, but yeah, I heard that. Look.
She responded to what I was saying and just said, "Oh, I'm sorry that you're going through that." And that was last night.
Apparently, he was complaining to her about his day, and she replied with, "Oh, I'm sorry you're going through that, but you're not dating anymore. But maybe they're friends. Okay, whatever."
Kylie's close friend Kate Kuno says they spent the afternoon together on Friday, just hours before she disappeared.
The day of the party, I went out with her. We made creme brulee. Everything was normal. I don't think she ran later. I would have noticed if something was slightly off.
While law enforcement, including the FBI, continue their search in and around the Prosser campground and reservoir, Jagger, Kate, and another
Kate, those two, and
her friend went to Reno to search for themselves for Kylie. Only Fox 40 News was invited.
Why would they go to Reno? She went missing in Truckee.
To go along. Kate says they were in Reno the day before the party, and Reno is a place Jagger and Kylie could go for some alone time.
They were in Reno.
Yeah, so who's they? Her and Kylie?
Her, Jagger, and Kylie.
I don't know if it sounds to me like her, Jagger, and Kylie. Like all three of them? She just said they. To me, I assume it's her and Jagger.
Okay, yeah.
Like, oh, like, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, listen to it again.
They were together. Her and Jagger were together.
Oh, do I think they're related? I have no idea. I think it's very suspicious that all these people went missing around the same time. Yes. I do think that's suspicious.
Followed them to go along. Kate says they were in Reno the day before the party, and Reno is a place Jagger and Kylie could go for some alone time.
See how she says this? Like Kate says that they were in Reno the day before the party.
And then Reno was a place
where Jagger and Kylie would go for some alone time. If Kate says that that's where Jagger and Kylie would go for alone time. See, that's why I think that maybe Kate and Jagger were there in Reno together. Like, but, Jagger wasn't dating Kylie anymore. because she says they went to Reno. I think that means Kate and Jagger. We're in Reno. She says, and Reno is where Jagger and Kylie used to go. It sounds like, oh, that was Jagger and Kylie's spot.
Oh no, they say Reno was a place they could go for.
Her, Jagger, and Kylie. Look, listen to it again one more time.
Her friend went to Reno to search for themselves for Kylie. Only Fox 40 News was invited to go along. Kate says they were in Reno the day before the party, and Reno is a place Jagger and Kylie could go for some alone time.
You see how Kate says, oh, but Reno is where Jagger and Kylie used to go.
Yeah, or when?
For a long time. It's not like, but she says we were in Reno the day before, and I'm thinking that she's talking about her and Jagger.
Yeah.
And Reno is a place where Jagger and Kylie go together.
And I don't think Jagger and Kylie were in Reno
Together?
together.
I don't think so either.
Before,
I don't think so either.
Why would he tell her about his date?
Exactly.
If they were together.
That's a
already
good
that day?
point. Why would Jagger tell Kylie about his day? Oh no, but that was that day that she went missing.
But why would he tell her about it if they were together?
No, that they were together the day before.
Before.
That's what I'm saying. If he was with her the day before.
the party.
But he said he hadn't spoken to her in days.
No, he said the day of the party.
No, I mean seen her, I'm saying.
Oh,
What if she never even went to the freaking party?
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
What if she didn't even go to the party? Maybe she's stuck somewhere in Reno. And people are just placing, like, maybe she never made it to the party. Maybe just her phone and her car did. Because, jealousy, triangle, whatever. I don't know. Interesting, right? Anyway, I just wanted to go live for a little bit to talk about that. I'm going to leave it up, though, to kind of get y'all's opinion. So thank you for being here, Utter. You're awesome. And Real Justice, I saw you here, too. And if you have any comments about it, yeah, there's nothing that says her parents saw her go home. I'm looking for that right now. That's why, yes, I have no idea. But I'm going to be kind of like checking that out and seeing what's up. It just doesn't make sense. Why would Kate and Jagger go to Reno to look for her? Kate says that they were just there in Reno the day before. And Reno was a place for Kylie and Jagger. How does that even make sense? I don't know. But let me know what you think. And we'll talk about this more later this weekend, maybe. Have a good night, y'all.